Your daily out with me.
Look at this outside colors time. Oh, look at the vivid brightness of reality. On March 26th, episode 4572. It's Death Week. We're living. I'm alive. Somebody else is alive too. Let me get this little jingles going. Freddy's out there in the hallway. But I'll tell him about the jingles. Jingle, 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 jingle. We'll get a real bell soon. Ding, 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 ding. You hear that sound? It's the sound of the, not the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop. Oh, hello, friends and neighbors. Welcome to another production of the program. Here we are on TV once again, once a day, every day, trolling machines and live forever. I'm alive, and it's bright outside. The brighter it is outside, the less you can see inside. That's how it's working these days. You'd think it would be something like the opposite, but it's the opposite of what you would think. Maybe you'd think like that when it's bright outside you'd be able to see inside, but you can't see inside. Outside is bright. I can see inside, but I'm looking the other way. When you're looking this way, it's like you're looking out the window. But I like being the silhouette. It's like I'm it's like those people who are saying bad things and they don't want to get on tape, or saying stuff about crime people. When they even show up, they already are talking to somebody. I'm going to get the bell. You know what the bell is for? No, it's for when I'm doing it's not. I wasn't concerned about being anonymous. Hey, you don't know who I am? You still can't see me, so the lights aren't doing that much because you can't beat out the sun. I was just talking about those people who are making videos about in crime documentaries. I think like the trope of it is more common than the actual thing even. Like, I don't know how often you see people anonymous there. You know? What is it? This one? There. There.
Yep. Not often, I guess, but I feel like I'm not watching that kind of stuff.
Like, they're like potential victim, or they're like a rat. Who's trying to hide? Like victims?
Mostly, right? Or like they're like, I was in a cult.
Oh, they were in a cult. They don't want to.
I'm telling you the secrets about the cult, and it changed my voice and a silhouette.
Yeah, cult voices.
But you probably would know who it is in the cult if there's like there's that one guy who left the cult, and now there's somebody on the video.
The smoking section for the arcade is right outside the window.
That's not a smoking section.
It shouldn't be, but it is. The unofficial smoking section, right under the window.
Right under our window.
Yeah. So, and the window is facing out, so it's like a.
Oh, it catches the air right in.
Catches right in the smoke. So, like, I don't love the cigarette smell, but one thing though is when I can smell the cigarette smell, I feel like I'm smelling or I'm like inhaling the breath of others. Maybe. Even though it might be the smoke
coming off the cigarette.
Yeah, probably. Does more go off into the world or into them and then back out? But whatever it is, I don't like to smell the presence of others in any way.
Yeah.
And like even like, I think never. I'm never gonna be like, hey, that's a good. You're smelling like this is a good smell. Unless I smell like like food,
as in
yeah, like food or whatever it is. Like, oh, you smell like I want to eat ya. But it's never good to tell somebody they smell good, but because then you're like, oh, you smell like good food. Wait a minute, don't comment on other smells in general, but I can smell them. I wonder if they can hear it. Maybe they can even hear. Are you trying to show my face?
Who is the man in the dark?
I don't think they can hear me out there right now.
Yeah.
The cigarette people.
Maybe they'll feel embarrassed and they'll quit cigarettes.
Yeah. You don't want to smell anybody out of the way. They're running these commercials on TV, and it's like YouTube commercials, and they're paid for by the Department of Health. And I'm not for that. I don't think the government should be spending money on these giving YouTube money for commercials, which are their PSAs, where there's like the children telling you directly to not be rude.
What?
But it's like PSAs about like discrimination and whatever. They're like, hey, it's not nice to point out others' differences and stuff. Whether they're telling you, like, I don't need a moral lesson from children while I'm watching YouTube government. Like, what are you doing? But it's probably nice overall, and it's kind of weird to be like, hey, don't tell me to be not rude. But it's true. Maybe they're not aiming it at me. But it's kind of like the people with the signs, over there, where they say the signs that say peace, like just straight up.
Yeah, peace.
It's like, oh, you like peace? What are you saying? You saying I don't like peace? Like, you think that I don't think about peace? Or why are you telling me peace? Like, you think you're better than me? Like, you like peace? What?
YouTube's like, well, I guess especially with, like, targeted ads and, like, algorithms.
Yeah.
Like, YouTube thinks I'm a jerk.
Yeah. You think that I don't understand the difference? They're like, don't point out differences. But then, can you smell me?
I can't smell you.
I think I smell like fish a little bit. I ate a good amount of fish earlier.
It reminds me when I used to be a smoker. I think it was even Sam Miller came over one time.
Yeah.
He's like, you smell like cigarettes.
Whoa.
And I was like, oh, wow. He's like, I just thought, maybe you'd want to know that you smell like cigarettes. Like a lot.
Thanks, Sam. That is good. But that's what I was going towards that route. That if I smelled or looked weird, then maybe somebody would point it out to me.
Yeah.
But then if you already know about it, I think they're trying to be like they're saying don't be a racist. But they're trying to be roundabout about it.
Oh.
They're like, don't point out others' differences.
Oh, I see. Not smells.
It's like about racism and probably all the.
Like, hey, did you know you're in a wheelchair?
Like any kind of discrimination, but the commercial comes off as if it's everything.
Yeah.
They're like, don't point out others' differences, and I think we should celebrate our differences.
You do?
Yeah, I do. And I think they're real. It's easy to, especially if you're in the majority, to just be like, we're all the same.
Right.
Isn't this beautiful? Like, no, we're different. We should acknowledge that, and you can talk about it sometimes, but not, I guess, in a mocking, childish way for them on TV. But I don't know if I smell, or what if I got something on my face? You probably know, or I guess they assume you know.
Oh yeah.
Already. But you're different.
Sometimes, like, I've noticed people's smells at my job at the cafe, where most of the time I don't notice people smell bad. I notice people who put on too much cologne or perfume.
Yeah.
And in that case, that is the same as smelling bad. Like, to me, it's like very much the same as like a nasty body odor, but you can help it, and they've done it themselves.
Yeah.
And sometimes I wonder what the line is. Like, if it was my friend, I would just say to my friend, hey, it seems like you might be putting on more cologne than you need to.
Yeah.
But you can't really say that to a customer when they're coming through the line.
Yeah.
You kind of just have to, like, suffer through it.
You could pretend like you don't know where it's coming from.
Something smells strongly.
Yeah.
Not a bad smell, but I wish it wasn't as strong as this. I wonder what that could be.
Or even,
do you smell anything, sir?
even not any judgments on it at all. Not even, I wish it didn't smell like this. It's like something smells a lot, and it's here. Like, you don't have to judge it.
Yeah.
You just can point it out, and then it's just like stating facts about what's going on with the situation.
Okay.
It's like no judging either way. You just say like something smells bad.
Right.
Or like, or you just say like, not even maybe something smells bad here. You just say like get even more general, and you're just like, I don't like it when things smell really heavily. And you're not even just like in general. When people smell, you tell them.
Yeah.
Don't you hate it when other people stink? Like, when you're like telling it, you're like the three people back. You're like, you're like accusing somebody else of smelling bad, and you tell them though. You're like, somebody in the back of the room smells. You smell that? Man, that person is smelly, and it's actually it's them. They're like, oh yeah, it's them. Like, that's me. I'm the smelly one. This is embarrassing. You smell great. Or you just tell them they smell good too much, and maybe they'll back off, but then they might. That's like
doubling down,
but like getting like tactical creepiness.
Hello, smell goody man.
Yeah, I like your smell. Hey, and then but then they might double back around and then be like, oh yeah, you like that? So then that could go against you too. But so about your differences. That's about unless they smell. Because then we got a medical problem. Maybe that's what they're pointing out on the thing.
Like if you, so maybe it's just best not to mention it.
Medical stink. Yeah. Anyways, those kids, what are they doing on TV? Somebody else told them too. Also, like say this stuff. There's like some government like video maker. They're like, it's their job in the government to make these videos.
And then they make the kids say the stuff.
Yeah, but they're like, hey, you guys got to say these. Like, it's like the government like on the top. They're like, we need to make some PSAs about anti the senators. It's like some senator. They're far away, and they're like, I think we need to make some videos about. Well, we have this budget. Like they have a budget, and they're like, this is the anti-discrimination budget.
How do we promote anti-discrimination things in our community?
They tell their people below them. They're like, here's like $100,000. Stop discrimination, and then it keeps trickling down until you have children on YouTube telling you to not think about differences. And they're like, we did it. We solved racism.
Yay!
Yeah.
Next.
Yeah.
What's the next problem?
What's the next problem? Those kids telling me stuff. It makes me want to say that people are different, even if they're
the same.
You're different. You're different.
Hey, I've noticed that you're different.
Like,
and I'm gonna mention that.
I'm not gonna say specifics. And then you're like, what's going on with this?
Hey, you're kind of different, aren't you?
Yeah. Yep. Sunday. It's Death Week.
Oh, is it already?
It is. I think. Well,
I thought it was next week.
I haven't. I guess I still haven't.
Oh, what day does this week start?
It would be today. Like, I haven't completely solidied it. Like,
it makes sense because.
So
that's why the titles are the titles different.
The titles aren't different. Yeah, if they were going to be different, it would be today. And I kind of think it's Death Week right now. I've been talking about it here, and I've tried to have a conversation about it with others.
Yeah.
And they don't want to like we have as much input into Death Week as all of you, the viewers, do, but nobody else wants to think that. So it's like, fine, I guess we'll do it again. We'll make the decisions about whether it's Death Week or not. But
so that means next week is Spaghetti Week.
Next week would be Spaghetti Week, which would be fun. So we're like,
that's always enough preparation. I think that's one of the nice things about Death Week is as long as you survive, you've got plenty of time to be ready for Spaghetti Week.
Yeah, it's really, we'll just call it pre-Spaghetti Week. Death Week.
I think we decided that they are the polar opposites.
Yeah, it's the opposite.
The natural sides of the same coin.
What's the opposite of death? It's spaghetti.
Yeah.
Because it's usually it's the week of April 1st. That's what Death Week.
But this day of the week, if April 1st is on a Saturday.
It's on a Saturday. So, like, it seems like in the book.
Yeah, it's definitely Death Week.
And it's the middle page.
Yep. All right. I agree. So we better change the titles.
We're going with Death Week? Okay,
yeah.
It's Death Week this week, which is an annual tradition. We're getting a lot of new viewers, but they're only watching for like 30 seconds on the thing. So if you're watching for this 30 seconds.
Yeah, this is the 30 seconds to watch where we remind you about the history of Death Week.
Yeah.
One of those videos got like 98 views.
Yeah, it's the one labeled 90s commercials.
Oh, wait, there was one that was got 80 views. The one that got 90 views was old food.
Really?
90 views.
People like old food, huh? They want to hear about old food?
They want to see you eat old food, maybe.
I didn't. The funny thing is, like, those titles are just like things we're saying, we're not doing them. I'm like, oh, look at this. Like, remember, like, the one that we had that band called something nudity? American Nudity?
American Nudity, right, yeah.
And we get a lot of views, and it says
American Nudism.
People are searching for the word nudism a lot.
What? Nudism? That is weird.
It's like I think maybe like if on the YouTube you can't just straight up search for naked people, and like maybe you can like if it's under the guise of nudism, instead of like sexualized nudism.
Yeah.
So there's like I want to see.
Maybe that's today's title. Sexualized nudism. Naked people.
Naked people, yeah. Yeah, Death Week though. So we've been doing Death Week for a while. I think it's from we were doing like this was. I remember Sam Miller was around. We were in the basement. This one, yeah. This one's mine over here. We're in the basement and I remember Sam Miller was there because one of the days was Sam Miller presents C Day or something like
C Week.
C Week, yeah. So we were doing like days for a long time.
Yeah.
And then
we did weeks where each day had a theme related to the overarching week.
Oh yeah, it was like
so
C Week and then like Fish Day.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Whatever. But then
that was a lot to keep track of and to plan ahead. Well, we didn't really plan. We just had to say a day, and it didn't affect as much as you'd think it would. But
and then we're like, what do we think about squids?
Like they're good.
How long can I talk about squids for? And I'd rather just bring up squids naturally.
Yeah.
Like, hey, what do you think about squids? I'm gonna go with the squid. Have you ever seen a squid?
I've eaten squid.
I've eaten squid also. Yeah. Have you ever seen a live squid though? I don't think I ever have.
I don't know. I think I saw a live squid at the zoo in Tacoma.
Yeah, I've been at the zoo. I've been to the aquarium, but I don't remember seeing a squid.
I saw octopus. That's different than a squid.
I think I've seen an octopus. They both
definitely saw octopus there, but maybe not squid. I'm trying to remember. Squid come in a lot of sizes.
Yeah.
And I hear the biggest squid in the world lives under the bridge at Tacoma.
Oh yeah, the giant squids.
Yeah.
I heard there was an octopus.
Oh, maybe it was an octopus.
There's octopus like right here in the Puget Sound, like not too far away, but like that are huge.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know about the squid. But we were doing all the weeks, and then we were doing all every day, and then I almost was like thinking about naming every week or a day.
Permanently, and then
like the next year, yeah, like the next year, it's like, hey, it's the 10th C week. Like every week is a different week, and it's like holidays every day.
I wonder which one was the original Death Week.
I think it was.
I might check my spreadsheet here and see if I can find a.
I think it was that I think it was that week. I think
that week.
I think it was the week of the 1st.
Well, yes, of course, but in what year?
Oh,
like how many Death Weeks have we
done?
We
were in the basement. How long were we in the basement?
About 2 years.
That was 2012, 13?
Yeah, I think it was 2013-ish.
We were talking to Tony C before we even went into the basement.
Really? Tony C was at the old house?
Yeah.
The first house? The stump house?
Yeah.
What?
Yes. Yo, Tony C is Death Week, okay? Yo. But we're doing all the weeks, and I was like, these weeks are exhausting me.
Yeah, it's too much work.
I don't want to talk about this thing. I feel like talking about anything else. I wanted to break the rules.
Oh.
C Week, but here's so much stuff about land. How do you feel about land?
Right.
But then we got them all away, and then we were like, well, maybe we'll keep Death Week, because it's a fun one to come back to every year, I guess. And then Spaghetti Week was after Death Week.
Right.
And we're like, well...
Spaghetti Week was like one of the few weeks that had a tangible thing.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of them were things to talk about, but in Spaghetti Week, we actually like bring spaghetti, and I don't think we want to miss out on that.
Yeah. So we like spaghetti enough to keep it. And then Spaghetti Week and Death Week, I don't know which came first, wanted to keep Spaghetti Week or wanted to keep Death Week, but they came as a pair.
Yeah.
In 2012 or so. And then we've kept it going, I think, ever since. We might have forgotten about it.
Well, we're always reminded by the looking into the past, though. So it's like, if you look at last year or like 4 years ago or whatever, there's like a way to, that's a way to keep continuity throughout the program.
Yeah, but I don't know if you're looking at the spreadsheet. Did we ever miss it? Or I think we've probably at least not done that much about it. But I don't think. I mean, how much can we do?
Yeah.
But it is this week, and really, I think this time of year is.
Oh yeah, wait, last year,
Hmm?
the year before, the 2022, it was. Oh no, it must be. Oh yeah. Huh?
This time of
Oh, yeah,
year
2022.
is New Year's, really.
It says another death week.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
then 2021, I see end of death week as a title. 2020, it says.
The end of Death Week? How could it be the end if it's in this time? Should be the.
That was on April 1st. It would be like today. This
okay.
year. Like this year.
What? How was?
So it's like there's a 7.
But you're looking at the day of the month.
Yeah, I'm looking at the hyper years. See.
Okay.
So then I can see every like April 4th in 2020 was called "Killed by Tigers." I'm pretty sure that
might be
is a reference to Death Week.
Okay. We call this episode "Blatant Reference to Death Week."
Yeah.
For the future.
And then in 2019, I don't have a lot of titles filled in actually, but on April 13th it was Spaghetti Systems. So if there's a Spaghetti Week, there's probably a Death Week.
Yeah.
I'd say that's pretty safe to say. Ghost of Death Week on April 5th in 2018. In 2017 we've got I'm not seeing any Death Week in the titles, unfortunately.
It's like the this time of year is really New Year's.
Yeah.
Like they made New Year's for some reason in like basically the middle of winter, in the debt of winter.
The debt.
Yeah. That's I guess I mean you can do a credit card debt, but debt is the only winter, like it's like the deepest part of winter, or like the middlest, or like the heaviest part, but there's no debt of summer, or maybe sorrow or something. I'm in the debt of sorrow.
Is it not depths?
Depths.
Depths.
Like it's the depths of winter.
That's what I thought.
It's the debt of winter.
The debt.
But it's not the depths.
Depths, I thought, but
it's
I don't
the
know.
depths of winter.
The debts.
Debts.
Because you're going into debt.
You're going into the debt.
You
Maybe
owe
it's
something to the winter.
It's like the word doesn't have any other It's like hustle and bustle or something.
Well, debt is something. Oh,
debt.
Like DET? Is that what you're saying?
Debt. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Yeah.
Debt. I thought you were talking about like debt.
Debit.
Like
debit.
I took a loan from the bank and now I'm in debit.
But I don't know what's the debts of winter or whatever it is. But that's when depth. Is it depths?
Depths.
It's the depths of winter.
Yeah, you don't say that with summer either.
It's the depths of summer. It's the depths of summer. Debts. I don't know.
Debts.
But
so I figured out that Death Week began in 2014. 9 years ago, yes. Because before that it was Games Week.
Yeah.
Before that it was Sea Week.
All right.
So with things like Sea of Time.
Oh yeah, that was
Sea
Sandor,
of
yeah.
Colors.
All right.
Under the Sea. Then we got all these games like Future
right.
Games, Ginsu Games.
Yeah.
Then Death Week, Death of Games, Death of a Star, Talent Dead, Death by Jellyfish, Dead Thursday, Disembodied Head, and Back to Life.
Spaghetti Week.
Spaghetti Week, yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe not in 2015. At least we didn't get it into the. We got spaghetti. No, wait, no, that's a different word. Yeah, not in 2015 did we have it in the titles at least.
And
maybe not in 2016 either, but it came back in 2017. Wait. Maybe
okay.
not. Oh, no, it was in 2016. So 2015, maybe not. Maybe 2017, not.
Like, you remember when we were doing weeks? Maybe we should bring some of those weeks back.
I don't know how we figured that out. But anyway, 2014, let's just say we've had 9, this is the 9th Death Week. We'll say that.
Yeah, all right, we'll say it's the 9th acknowledged Death Week, but really Death Week has been going on since forever. We just didn't know.
Yeah.
But also it's like right now, so they call New Year's, and it's like the middle of winter, like you have to like get out of your house. It's like snowing. You have to like get to a bar and like say it's the new year. It's like freezing outside and nothing is changing. It's like the least changing, like in nature. It's like the part when there's the littlest change going on, and like there's nothing new.
Everything's hibernating.
Yeah,
nothing.
And they put it there. I kind of think they put it there because of and Christmas to avoid seasonal depression.
Like something to look forward to.
Yeah, they're
like, oh, don't you wish every day could be like Christmas?
Yeah.
Like, in the coldest, darkest time of the year?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like people were in the middle of winter and they're like, I think that I'm over life. It's like it's been like 3 months without being able to go outside and they didn't have TV.
Yeah.
And then like, no, it's Christmas. It's Christmas. Like, oh, and New Year's too. Oh, okay. And then you can like, okay, I'll do that. And then they put it like right in the depths, so that you feel it, and then you're like, okay, but really, this is New Year's.
Yeah.
It's like
cherry blossom time.
Cherry blossoms and
daffodils.
Yeah, like spring fever.
The grass starts to grow.
The animals are. They're love.
They are. The squirrels are back. They're running all over the place. My dog is smelling things, sniffing
bugs. Everything's waking up. Everything's happening, and that's why we call it Death Week.
Well, it's I think of the death of the last year, maybe.
Yeah.
Like this year ends, and then the next one begins.
It's new beginnings.
It's also, I do think, acknowledging the role that it does play in life. In general. I think I said this before, and it's a quote, so someone else said it before this, but you can't have a story about life without acknowledging death.
Yeah.
A true story about life. I mean, like, you can't really represent life itself without acknowledging
I probably said this also. Maybe it's a tradition that I say this now, but it's like animals. They don't want to die.
No.
They actively avoid death, but maybe they're avoiding pain. Did you see that dog step on a nail?
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
I saw the dog.
I don't think it was hurt.
It goes like,
yeah, I think it was surprised.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they know, animals know about pain.
Yeah.
And they always run away from predators.
Uh-huh.
But, like, they don't know about death, though. Maybe.
Well, but, I mean, I'd say that as a small animal, especially as a prey animal, you probably see more death than anybody.
Yeah.
Like, your, like, other little animal buddies get eaten and stuff,
So they're like, you're like running away. You're like running away from the big, the wolves.
Uh-huh.
Or whatever, because you don't want to get eaten up, but, like, are you avoiding, like, I eat every day, and if I see a cliff, I haven't jumped off one yet,
Right.
But is it because of am I afraid of death, or what is my animal instinct, or it's like because I know about what death is, and like you're not gonna be there anymore. The animals aren't really like, man, I don't want to miss out on the future or anything like that. Just running away from the predators just because that's in their nature. But maybe they're running from death.
Oh yeah, that's true. I think that's true.
You killed any bugs recently?
I did, yeah.
Yeah?
In the pastry case at my job.
Mm-hmm.
We got these new fans in there, actually. They look like little wind turbine fans. But they're battery operated and they spin, and they've got like little reflective tape on the fan parts, and they're there to deter the flies from coming into the pastry case. But even with those, a couple flies got in, and so I crushed them.
How?
On the glass. I took a piece of paper towel.
Yeah.
And I kind of was on my knees looking under the glass and trying to get it, and then I go, watch out! And smack it.
You have a technique, or you
just kind of corner them. It's in glass, so
yeah.
they're they're flying up against the glass already for some reason.
You just gotta go.
They're little flies, like fruit flies.
Oh, okay.
The big flies aren't here yet. Well, I got a new job, so I'm not going to see the time when the flies are there. Maybe I'll have to come back to my cafe.
Go kill some flies.
Well, I'm not going to kill them anymore, but I can go observe whether or not they're there or not, which is kind of fun.
Go get your. You haven't killed enough. Get your. What do you call it? Bloodlust.
Yeah.
Like,
I haven't killed anything in a while.
I don't remember the last time I killed a bug, but I guess I don't feel bad about it. Do you ever feel bad? You ever think about them?
I kind of I was feeling bad when I was killing the bigger flies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel really bad if you kill an elephant?
Depending on the size, yeah, the sadder you feel, the bigger the animal.
Yeah. I've killed a rat. Well, yeah, but it was dying.
Oh, yeah.
And I killed a chicken, I think, one time at a party.
Oh.
Yeah.
To eat?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, nice.
I think the chicken was probably the biggest, the most. Well, I think the rats might be smarter though.
Than a chicken.
And there was the
chicken.
No.
The chicken is sort of it's turned into like an animal to be killed.
Yeah.
Kind of. It's weird. It's not even a prey animal, but it's like something else.
Yeah, but I had some rats, and then it's not good. But the best rat traps are just glue traps.
Yeah.
And then you put, they don't like cheese either.
Really?
They'll eat cheese, but they like peanut butter.
Oh.
You know about that?
It's got more sugar in it.
Yeah, so they like peanut butter way more than cheese. So put peanut butter on there, and then the rats are after it. Cheese is like a TV trope or something.
I bet you. I don't know, where did that come from? Maybe the cheese shop. I know that there's a story about this mouse who was a cheese connoisseur. But I bet you maybe cheese shops, they would eat that stuff. But they're getting the grain, they get everything. I one time saw up in the attic of 1611, I found some of the weirdest stuff that rats had chewed through and eaten, sauce packets, or was it a powdered coffee, instant coffee. They had chewed through the foil and eaten all the powdered coffee.
Getting getting a crazy rat buzz.
Yeah, they'll eat it. They'll eat almost anything.
Yeah, the glue traps are very. They're not humane, but I guess they're not. They call it humane, even for animals,
because it's not
human.
It doesn't kill them.
But it's not good for humans or humane.
Oh,
it's
humane.
It's under being subhuman.
Oh, did I tell you about the thing about moral support? No,
I don't think so.
This is similar. Well, maybe it's not. Humane, human. Why do they call it humane? I don't know. Because, the humanity, They're say, maybe they're referencing humanity as something kind and nice. Is that what it is? Humane?
Yeah, I think so.
Inhumane.
That's quite. It's violent and bad.
Yeah. Well, here's another little weird thing. It's maybe completely unrelated, actually, but I think it's good program talk. Making the jump to moral support. So you got moral support, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we'll get people. They come to the coffee shop. One person's getting coffee. Say to the other person, "Hey, well, can I get you something to drink as well?" And they say, "No, I'm just here for moral support."
Haha, it's a joke.
I guess, yeah. But it got me thinking about the word moral support, where moral is morality, basically.
Mm-hmm.
As if you're there to chaperone or make sure.
I'm just here because this person is evil.
Yeah.
And I have to watch them.
I have to make sure at all times they do no evil stuff. But
this person is prone to evil.
Yeah. But then I think what they really mean is they're there for morale support.
Yeah.
We're going to keep up the morale.
Yeah.
I think those might be spelled the same, too. Moral and morale.
I think moral has an E at the end of it.
Moral?
M-O-R-L-E, and one's M-O-R-A-L.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not...
Wait, morale is the one without the E?
They're like similar, maybe, but similar somewhat similar. Morality and moral, and the moral of the feelings.
It's like immoral means like to do something like unethical or like against cultural norms, and then like the opposite of morale is like bad morale.
Yeah.
Like you could have good morale or bad morale. The morale is like
moral support. I'm just helping out. It's like nobody they don't want to just say no.
Yeah.
I'm throwing a little joke.
Moral support, but it's like I think it's morale. It's not moral.
Morale support.
It's morale support.
Moral support would be morale support, but that sounds weird.
Yeah, it does sound
I'm
weird.
here for morale support. Yeah. But it doesn't feel very moral when you have to kill a rat, or when they're in the glue traps.
Yeah.
They have already ripped off a lot of their own skin. In my
that sucks.
What do you call it? Experience.
Right.
Yeah. Have you seen? And that's probably what you've seen. I know you've killed some rats because we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
I killed the rat with a hammer. Yep. You get the hammer. And somebody in the house, they just start screaming.
Yep.
And you go there, and the rat is trying to get away from the glue by ripping off its own skin.
No.
And then the person there is just looking at it and yelling. And then you get it, and they hit the hammer in front of. Ah!
I took mine outside onto the porch so that they wouldn't have to see me hit it with the hammer.
Well, I'm gonna get the hammer out and just hit this rat with a hammer, and while you're screaming, like.
What a way to go, really.
Yeah, it's like trying to rip off. It's already ripping off its own skin. It doesn't feel very ethical.
No, doesn't feel very inhumane. Oh wait, humane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you do. They put them out there. I guess you're trying to. I am actively trying to kill this thing.
Yeah.
Or, yeah. I mean, I guess if it was out of my life, that would be. I wouldn't have to. But that's like a lot of your problems. Like I wish this problem wasn't here.
Yeah. At least you're doing something about it.
Yeah. Wow.
Get any phone calls?
No calls. Last one was Tony C. You want to hear?
Yeah, I kind of want to hear Tony's voice.
Yeah. This is the one from yesterday. We're not going to call him, though.
Hey, how's it going? Just giving you guys a call over here. This is Tony C. of Tony C. and the Jets.
Tony!
It's been a long time since I've reached out to my friend Kenny over there at your Daily Hour.
Yeah.
Tony C. and the Jets here. Calling back up. Just wanted to say hello.
Tony C.
I know it's been a while.
Amused by his own voice.
Streets. Let me know if you get my message.
All right, Tony. Okay.
Hi, Tony. That's good.
Tony, we called you yesterday, so we're going to call you again today, okay?
What are the Jets doing?
Yeah. Did you hear about my trying to take advantage of the Everything Everywhere at Once Asian hype?
Yeah, I heard you mention that.
Yeah.
Is it working out pretty good for you?
I think so. I mean, we're blowing up on YouTube for some reason. Maybe that's part of it. But I don't have a very good Asian accent. So to try to, like, because right now you can't even see my face, so then I was going to use the accent, but then I'm not very good at those other accents, so I was just going to do a Tony C kind of accent. That's better, but then pretend that it's an Asian accent. And say, like, I'm from Asia, okay? Hey, I'm real happy that I'm getting all this attention for being Asian from the country, okay? It's my homeland, yeah. Yeah.
That's good.
Yep. Yo, also, we can't say your Oz. Oz. I can't say horde Oz.
Horde
Oz. I have a problem with horde Oz. And then it's like having a lisp. And if you can't say hard R's, and then you're like, I have a problem with hard Oz. Like, what are you saying?
Hard R's.
What? What's horde? What's an or? I don't know what you're saying. Oh! And you have a lisp, and you're like, like if you have a lisp, you have like, it's like the hardest. Lisp is like the hardest word.
Yeah, lisp.
Like, well, I have a lisp. Like, it's like the hardest word to say with it. So I don't know if they do that on purpose almost.
Like an inverse automatopoeia, so only people who don't have a lisp can say lisp.
Yeah. And then you have to have a friend like, I have a. If they have a lisp, okay? Like, your friend. Oh, it's like but maybe it's like differences. If you like have the, like, you don't need to tell somebody. Like,
Yeah, you don't need to talk about. You don't need to mention other people's lisps
yeah, or like
or anything.
they're not even saying it. Like, why would anybody with a lisp tell you?
Oh yeah.
Like, I have a lisp. It's like, yeah, I noticed. Like, sorry, I have a lisp. Should we look at some of this tape stuff.
Yeah, I want to look at the past.
2019.
Yep.
Oh, it's in there.
Oh, let's see what's going on in the past. Oh, enough silence.
Figured out the system. It's confusing me. Knock it down. All right, bye, future.
That was yesterday.
Yeah. Hey, future.
Oh,
It's us, the past.
maybe we should be changing the fonts too.
Current one for today.
Oh yeah.
Looked at that last week, and what day of the week is it? The Tuesday. So maybe Death Week 2019 is not going to start until
Like Death Week is over.
yeah. Usually things don't like other holidays.
Some holidays are like honest.
What's that?
That's what.
I was like holding my arm in a weird way, and I was like, "What is it? Look like something weird." So like, well, that's tomorrow anyway. We'll look at it tomorrow.
Okay.
Like Hanukkah is a week long. Other holidays, most holidays are only 1 day long, but Hanukkah is a week long. But it doesn't start on the Sunday. Like, it's not like a calendar week. It's like 7 days. But I think it can start on any day of the week. I'm not really sure about how that works. What color is death? Red?
Red.
Yeah. Ooh. Hey, Death Week. Maybe should we change the like shape, font shape too?
It's
Or?
spooky week or scary month also.
Yeah. Oh, there. Now we're.
Confusing. Oh yeah. Now that's. Oh, that looks good. Let's see.
It's supposed to look.
Dead.
Dead? Yeah. Maybe we should be probably just black and white, I guess. Let's see, how do we... I think we already are kind of black and white. We're orange and white. That's okay. Oh, that's weird. Crazy. It's pretty much illegible now, though.
Yeah, that's not the intent.
Death.
Do you have any gravestone font?
Do we have any graves in the back?
Of course, yeah, we always have graves in the back. Should we get those out?
Maybe. Yeah, it is similar. Like, we still do Scary Month. And like Scary Month and Death Week are the same like theme.
Yeah.
Even though one's like Halloween and one is, I guess Death Week is more serious or something. Is it?
That's also not easy to read.
Yes.
Too hard to read?
Yes. We go back. It's like scary. It's like, hey, it's scary.
This.
Death Week, Scary Month. I live next to a graveyard.
Oh yeah.
And I see them. Like when I'm driving to my house, I have to like drive towards the graveyard and then make a turn. So like look at the graveyard like basically every single day. And sometimes I even see funerals going on.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I see like a funeral, people saying around thing.
I think red is also just a difficult color for this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Dang.
Let's see. When did my grandmother pass away? That was. Dan Dobler. Has it been over a year?
No. Well.
When was Dan Dobler? In February?
Oh, maybe it was. No. Don't remember. Wait.
It was. Let's see. I don't know when it was. Was it? It was definitely a lot. I mean, 2022, right?
Wall, right? Where's the
memorial thing?
Yeah, the memorial thing on the wall.
I don't know, but John Horseman, Dan Dobler, my grandmother, people who have been on the program, who are, I guess they're dead.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Still, that's
difficult to read.
Difficult to read. I don't know. I don't know why it's so difficult. Maybe the outside should be black.
Okay.
Or what it was before.
But yeah, it was like dark blue.
I think those little people I know. Oh,
It's fun Death Week.
that's something. The only people I know who were on here who have died.
You say John Horseman?
John Horson, my grandmother, Dan Dobler.
Oh yeah. Bob Giles.
Was he ever on the program?
I think he was once.
What about? I wonder if that remember that other John that was at the stump house a lot of times.
John Whalen?
Yeah, you think that guy's alive? He's probably dead. There's a song in there.
Yeah, who knows? He seems like he could be alive.
Yeah,
He seems like
he's
tough.
like Keith Richards, like,
Yeah.
or maybe Bob Dylan to a lesser extent. But I think Keith Richards is like the epitome of like how can you be alive, but he's like really old still.
Yeah.
He's like pickled.
I like
Yeah.
the look of that, but it's not easy to read.
That's fine. Let's just go. We should go with that. And it's going to be a week of this.
Yeah.
We'll go with it.
We'll go with it.
Yeah. I guess let's call my brother. See how my brother's doing over there. And we only got about 15 minutes left. Record a message in the future. We can look at some 90s commercials.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
Like everybody died from COVID. Like millions of people died.
Uh-huh.
What's with that? I don't know anybody that died, but
Oh, stats.
hello. I stopped doing that, I guess, recently.
Yep.
Andrew,
What?
it's the program on TV. How are ya?
How you doing?
Did I wake you up?
No?
No, you woke up and watching TV?
Yep.
It's Death Week.
Definitely.
It's Death Week. I'm alive.
You died?
I ask Andrew when you, because you're always waking up at like 2 o'clock, and I say, "Wow, you're not dead." That's a little joke when he comes out from sleeping at like 2 p.m.
Nice.
You know?
That's not nice. Not funny.
Huh?
Not funny. Don't
Not-
say that.
It's not funny.
No.
I don't think it's meant to be. It's not like a joke. I guess a joke is too strong of a word. It's just something I say. Hey, I thought you were dead. I guess it's a joke. Should I stop saying that? Is it you not like that?
Yeah, that's what fucking stupid old parents say. Stop saying that.
All right. Well, it's like dad jokes.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were dead. Hey, wow. All right. Well, we'll stop and say good morning. Just say good morning or nothing.
Hey, it's nice to hear from you. I value you as a person and a brother.
What should we do with Death Week? What do you think about death?
Are you for it or against it?
No.
No.
No, nothing.
Yeah.
Did you eat breakfast?
There's some yogurt.
What, Greek yogurt?
Mm-hmm.
Did you buy more, or are you still eating the same one?
Yeah, lots more.
It's Greek. No flavor? Is it non-flavored?
Yeah, non-flavored.
Non-flavored yogurt. This tastes like tangy.
It's mush.
What happened to everybody who died from the virus?
They're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But like, it's got to be so many people where everybody was. I mean, did it affect the world? The deaths?
I think so. I mean, isn't that why everyone's trying to hire? That's like no, everyone's
Because of
hiring.
the dead people?
Yeah.
Do you think, houses are, like, empty now?
Yeah, because people who live there are dead, and now they're there's houses. I mean, then it seems like the price of housing would have gone down instead of up.
Oh yeah.
If everybody's dead. Seems like if everybody's dead, then there's more for all the rest of us, right? Like,
Should be. Yeah.
like how come everything should have gotten cheaper and
But maybe there's less people to make the stuff. I don't know.
I don't. Do you know anybody that died from the virus directly?
Oh, I do.
You do?
Yeah. Jose
Oh yeah.
Gutierrez. Was he ever on the show?
Maybe.
Maybe like a TCTV
Yeah,
episode.
he might have been. I don't remember him like. But he was. I knew that guy.
Part of Death Week is remembering the people who've left us on the program.
Yeah.
And they're forever ghosts on the show.
You know, and you know anybody who was dead from the program?
Oh no! I've watched too much program.
you know anybody who's dead from the virus?
What?
Grandma?
Yeah, our grandmother kind of died from the virus because she was not doing anything. But it wasn't direct. It was indirect, and she might have died anyway, potentially. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, maybe we should go get those ashes. We're going to go visit her grave that's not doing anything. Should we get a grave? I kind of want to get a grave. Maybe I should... Should we all... I mean, you want to go in on a grave?
Me too.
It's like everybody we know, they're kind of expensive. So then everybody we know, we just get a grave, a collective grave, and then...
Stack them. Just rack them and stack them.
Yeah, because I live right next to the cemetery, and I would like to go visit my own grave.
Oh yeah.
And then when I have guests over and say, hey, you want to go take a walk in the cemetery, look at my own grave?
It sounds like a nice walk.
You want to get a grave? You want to get a grave, Andrew?
No.
No? Alright.
You could just put one in the backyard.
Yeah. But we're so close to the cemetery.
Yeah.
What would happen if we put the grave, if I just like
Snuck a grave.
carve the grave and then put it in the cemetery and then huh? You think they would notice? You think they would notice the cemetery people?
I think so.
They'd be like, "What's his grave? What's his grave here?" Hey, I didn't sanction this grave. This is an unsanctioned grave here. Let's see. Let's put this. Have you ever visited the grave? Oh, excuse me. Of Grandma and Grandpa on Mom's side?
Next comic coming to the station.
What?
No.
Yeah, me neither. Not too many graves to visit. Maybe we should go
There's a Dan Dobler
Yeah,
grave
go
in
visit.
Tumwater now.
That's like your whole your family too,
Oh
right?
yeah, a lot of my family. Yeah.
Oh, do I?
Tony C's back in action.
I'm cool. Listen to the future. Out of the way, Dave. You're coming to Burger King. I was eating Burger King
I
yesterday.
could do that voice. It's straining his voice.
Yeah, let's do it. Future. Eating Burger King is not a very good way to sustain your life. Yeah. I had a pretty good breakfast today at that thing. I feel healthy.
Say goodbye.
Well, I'm gonna record the rest of the future. Andrew.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, future!
We're acknowledging Death Week.
What do you say to the future, Andrew?
Hey, future, oh, you're not dead? Oh, you're still alive?
Don't die!
Don't do it.
Don't die. Okay, bye.
Bye. Bye, future. Get some numbers, Andrew. Oh, hold up. I'm going to have to assign him numbers then.
No numbers for him today.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Yep.
The middle.
The middle page is easy to break. It's death.
Who's that one?
Today's Sunday. Andrew will get, he like 69, 32, 57, and 61.
For Andrew?
Yep.
Nice.
I'm going to pick 17, 41, 80, and 90.
I'm gonna pick, ready?
Yeah.
42, 43, 44, and 45.
Wow. And, I mean, Carl Sr. is a lot of things. He's kind of dead, kind of fictional, like the fiction character. I mean, kind of alive, you know, in our hearts and different things. And but he's also kind of the embodiment of death, which is a skeleton. Yeah, most of the time, skeletons are alive.
Yeah.
Like all of us.
Right.
Even
Most
when,
of the time, skeletons are like wet. You just think of them as like dry bones, but like actually your skeleton is like covered in blood and stuff.
yeah, I guess it's like it's like kind of unsettling to see like a naked person. Depending on what's going on in the situation. Like,
Anytime, no matter what.
but like, so then I guess you're like, see, I was about to say like that, like even our own flesh should be more scary than it. Like, oh, yeah, people, I've seen people, but it is because it mostly covered up.
Right, yeah.
Like almost full on. I was actually was it last night? Yeah, I went to Walmart last night. I didn't even get into what I did in the last 24 hours.
Oh no.
Well, that's
What
okay.
happened?
Well, we went to Walmart last night. Me and my brother went to Walmart, and I had I was wearing a mask. And I almost wore my sunglasses too. I couldn't wear gloves, and I'd be like completely like in a suit too.
Yeah.
But like it's like, oh, you know, flesh. Oh, the flesh people. They're all around me. And then there's just like people though.
Yeah, flesh people.
Yeah. I guess it's like the not a lot of like there's a few pieces of media that have like no skin people that are walking around. Carl Sr. you're gonna get 9, 41, 38, and 57.
No skin people?
No skin people, like you like muscles only.
There's shows like this?
Like Hellraiser.
Oh.
Or basically horror. But it's like worse than skeletons.
Yeah.
But skeletons are more common. But like just only no skin is worse. You ever hear about like the that body? It's called Bodies, the exhibit.
Oh yeah,
And then
that came through like in Portland or Seattle.
And it turns out they were like Chinese war like victims or something weird. Like it was like non-consensual.
unethical.
Yeah. So we're like, hey, look at all these bodies. This is fun, huh? So,
Yeah, look at how much we're learning. This is good for everybody.
This is like war crimes.
Whoa, what the fuck? Is that 99? Oh,
No,
there is
66,
no 99.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, no 99. Ready for the numbers?
Yes.
Today's numbers are 20, 56, 66, and 81.
Nobody got anything.
Oh, man. No one's cursed
No
today.
one's cursed. It's up and down. You picked a bunch of consecutive numbers. We didn't think that, but it's also unlike we picked 56 and 66.
Right.
I picked an 80, which seems like it's close to 81, but
It's just as arbitrary as any other number.
yeah. Oh, so close. Oh, you know what I think? I was like smelling myself, and I thought I smelled like fish because the fish was smoked.
Yeah.
But I think I'm smelling campfire.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right.
I was like, man, that fish really stuck to me. That smoked fish really smells a lot, but definitely the fire. The fire sticks a lot more than the smoked fish.
Yeah.
I smoked myself. I guess I smoked wood.
Don't smoke weed.
Don't
smoke yourself.
Smoke yourself. Hey, go smoke yourself. Let's see, look at. Oh, should we look at commercial? We got like 2 minutes left. Oh, yeah, I'll just show you the tape since you're here. Anyway, look at this.
Let me see it.
It's all crazy too. The tape is messed up. So oh, it's working better than normal. Oh no, there it goes.
Where is it? Who's it?
This show is called like VR. It was like
I always forget.
not a popular show, but it's like it like didn't make it into the cultural zeitgeist.
What?
But it's a show so far in the show. It's
Virtual reality?
She goes into a virtual reality world. Her mother is in a coma, but in virtual reality she can talk to her.
Oh.
But it's like, is that really her mother, or I'm not sure. I'm only like half watching it.
Like
So-
a computer program?
Yeah, I'm not sure
version
if it's like a fantasy mother in the computer because your mother's in a coma, or if it's like actually the coma mother being projected into the virtual reality world.
Oh, yeah. Is that her virtual reality boyfriend?
No, they're not in virtual reality right now. You know they're in virtual reality because they have a heavy color saturation effect on.
Oh.
Oh,
VR.
like let's see. Well, it's kind of like this. Only. Hey, wow, we're in virtual reality
This is how
now.
you can tell we're in Death Week right now.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Freddie.
Hey, it's been a pleasure to be here.
Thanks, Andrew. And I'm gonna eat like all the rest of these pills. I didn't have my food today. If you didn't notice, so I'm gonna eat all the pills at once. Thanks, Andrew, and I think that's everybody. We made it through another day. First day of Death Week. Tomorrow's gonna be another day of Death Week, and then Spaghetti Week. All right. Well, here I'm gonna eat all these pills at once. Hopefully, keep me from death.
It's good for you.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. Sunday. Ooh, scary. Dad. We're on TCTV channel 22. Dad, the Dada? Dad. Is it Dadaism? Or Dad? Dada. 360-363-4 calling message get on TV. Yeah. YDHWM.com. Check that out. UFO FBI, it's a good song. Thank you. TCTV. The Baby. Jordy Fabulous. Circle Books. 4-star video. South.com. Rebecca. Mountain Northwest. Thurston County. Washington State. USA. Thank you. And viewers of you watching. Thank you. Hey, John. Where are you? Call me. Hell yeah, dog. Bye.